Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I am your host, Sebastian, and as you can see back here, we have Selena, who is purring, but I don't think it's going to catch up on the actual audio here. Anyway, welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. Always glad to see you guys again. This is my little corner of the internet of YouTube where I talk about stitching, my cat, life, all that good stuff. So life, not really a whole lot going on to be honest with you. I'm trying to think. Been doing a lot of stitching, so I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. So, I don't think it's gonna be a super long video or anything like that, but definitely buckle in because whoops, sorry about that. So yeah, um, there'll be a bit to show you guys, including some new starts. So, yeah. Can't think of anything really life wise. Just been hanging out a lot at the Stitch store um last week, and Selena's deciding to clean herself. I don't know whether this is gonna catch. I wanted to be quiet for a second because I wanted to see whether it's gonna catch on the audio. She has the loudest licking I have ever heard from any cat. So I'll have to look and see afterwards if that licking actually showed up on the audio. Are you done? Okay. Also, because this is B's and T's, your other half, this is a blueberry black tea from a local teacup. Well, actually, they're not local. I think they're actually national, but I got it locally, so oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Love a good blueberry tea. All right, so let's start with a couple of new starts. Um, I kind of have a little bit of startitis, but I didn't really intend to start two things. But um, I am in the middle of doing one of my large organizational things with all my stitching, and these two just kind of stood out to me. So, first off, look, they're cactus butts. Cat butts. Cact butts. Anyway, that is definitely a Vicky Stitch and Button bag. Yeah. So, look at it again. Little butts. Okay, anyway. So, I'll stop touching butts here. So, in my Vicky Stitch and Bag button, bag, I should say, I have. This is a Forbidden Fiber. This is another one of their, hashtag not sponsored. Um, excuse me, another one of their blind boxes where you'll get the theme, but you don't know what the pattern is until you get it. So it's timey wimey. Look, it's wibbly wobbly. It is all about Doctor Who. So that means it comes with the fabric and thread and all that good stuff. So, this one obviously was not a um, wow, my mind just blanked on the term. This was not a mystery stitch along in the way that the Sherlock one was. So as you can tell, you have all the colors and everything. So got all the pretty colors, which I think I did a thingy on it, but all the pretty colors that all came with it, and the fabric is Gallifrey, an eighth of a yard, 16 count. And I have part of the bar at the top. There we go. See? Part of the bar at the top. So, that's where I am on that one. Ta-da. Okay, so this one, the one that says, excuse me, the one that says don't blink, that is the one that actually came with it. This is one I already had. I have no idea who it's from. Possibly from Vicky Stitchman, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, but yeah, look, don't blink, and it's got the Weeping Angels. So, yeah. All right, so that is one new start. Put on my cool fabrics back. Are you enjoying this, Selena? You look like you're having the best time over there. I love how she's just like this big black blob that's like, you can't even distinguish like her face or much just because she's just this big black blob. I love my blue black blob. Boy, say that 5 times fast. Alright, I'm going to move these back here temporarily. There we go. So I can start putting things down. Alright, my other start. This was also in a... Well, I guess this would have to go with haul because I did just get this bag. Look! Ankylosaur. Best dinosaur ever. Fight me. It's so cool. Anyway, because, you know, I needed more bags. Yeah. So this was another new start. So while I was at the Stitching Kitten retreat, she talked about there is a... So, I don't remember her name, and I'm so sorry about that. The owner of Stitching Kitten, her daughter... I apologize. Her daughter does, patterns, designs patterns. So she had one, and it was, I don't think I took a picture of it, but there was a stitched, version of this here, I should say, at Stitching Kitten. And yes, I've already signed up for the next one in October, so we're good. So you'll hear all about that. So she did it for Stitching Kitten, but for however long of a time, I forgot how long, a month or something, I think. This is, maybe it's longer. It is exclusive to Forbidden Fiber. So Forbidden Fiber had a trunk show there. So I actually got the fabric that this is supposed to be on, and then I went online while I was at the convention, at the retreat, and ordered this pattern, and it came... I don't remember if I showed it last week. If I didn't, I should have. But anyway, it came sometime recently. And so I have started it. It's called Night Bloom. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? This shows gray, but it's actually a really pretty blue that the fabric is on. And this is all shiny. And this is going to be a tough stitch, because all this is one strand of Krennic. Is it Krennic or I've always heard Krennic, but anyway, one thread of Krennic and one thread of a like it says a Suricata Soie de Paris, but anyway, it's like a silk and maybe a Veriswell, I'm not sure, but anyway, so it's one thread of each, and it is a pain to stitch, but it looks really good. So, once I get that border done, then I'll start working on the good stuff. So, let me see how much, and you can definitely see the, I'm hoping the shine is going to come through. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Hold on, if I put this up behind it, here we go. I think you can maybe see the shine a little bit. This was this was for the retreat we just went to, the Tropicat. This one, again, I had already. May or may not be a stitch and button, but yeah. So there you go. I've got a little bit of that border, and it is, not gonna lie, I mean, it's gonna look beautiful, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to stitch, and I'm a little concerned that I'm not gonna want to stitch it, because I'm not gonna want to stitch this border, but I've got to get it done. So, oh yeah, there we go. Showing it. I had it one particular way. Yeah, you can kind of see it shining, shimmering, splendid. Okay, anyway. Point to anybody who gets that reference. You might be as old as I am. Alright. So, those are my two new starts. So now I will go to... where did I put it? Oh. This is something I'm looking for. Oh, I did put it in here. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so now I have the patterns that need my little pattern keeper. Hold on, I have to do another pet. Hi. I really wish you guys could hear her purrs. They are very loud. But, sadly, not loud enough. Okay, yeah, this has plenty of power, so we're good on that. I don't have to plug it in. Hold on. Another tea break. Oh, that's good. Whilst it is still nice and warm. Okay, so let's see what's first. We'll do this one first. These are in no particular order. So view PDF. Hello. Oh, there we go. Apparently my pattern keeper is just running a little slow. So this is Arsenal Football Club. This is by ostitch.com.au. There you go. Well, yeah. Anyway, can't really see. There we go. ostitch.com.au. It's the glare is kind of being a pain in the ass. But anyway, you can see the actual pattern itself. So, this is one I haven't touched in a while. I was doing it for the Gridiron Grind, where people were taking American football teams and either stitching by score or by touchdowns made, or however they wanted to do it. But I've really kind of got out of the habit, and to be honest, Arsenal has been a little arse lately. It's been a rough end of the season. We are almost to the end, thank goodness. Um, so yeah, I don't know if I'm really going to be doing this for, and the season is almost over, so I might just go back to kind of just stitching on it randomly, as I kind of want to, since there's going to be a little bit of time, not too long. They don't the the um, the time between seasons is actually not that long, so I'll try to put this down here. I'm trying to get all these threads out of the way. There we go. So, what I have been working on is down here. So I did these two little thingies here, as you can tell. There are some half stitches on Ada, which is a pain in the ass. So I did these two stitches and a little bit of fill-in here. I don't think I did any fill-in on top. No, I'm pretty sure it was all down here. So, here we go. There was I guess I did 250 stitches. Let me go back. Since I'm not really doing I was doing 100 stitches um, per goal. I really hope you guys can hear this. Anyway, so, yeah, now I guess I'm just going back to doing 250 like everything else. So, I have 8,750 stitches out of 19,061. I am 45.91% done. I am almost halfway there. Considering this was a restart, that's really awesome. I don't know when I restarted it, but I believe, I want to say it was last year I restarted it. I think it was last season I restarted it. But yeah, there we go. Oh, also I forgot to say, in a cool bag, I don't think this is Vicky's. I could be wrong though. I'm not 100% sure where I got this bag. But cool dragons. Oh, I forgot to say. So this is, well, 2 over 1 on the, hold on, what was the called for it? It was Forbidden Fiber. I'm sorry, I know I'm going backwards here. It is Forbidden Fiber. I'm sorry. It's Millennial Fabrics Neptune, 16 count Ada. So that's 2 over 1 on that. And this one is, I'm actually doing it 3 over 1 because I want a really nice coverage. 3 over 1 for the color the 16 count Gallifrey with the Millennial Fabric. So these are both the called for colors. These are also the called for colors. These are 2 over 1 on, I believe this is also a 16 count, just a plain white Ada. So there you go. So I've got all that caught up on what they are. So yeah, all these so far have been the called for colors. They're not all going to be called for colors, but these 3 at least were. So that's that. All right, what is the next one? Ooh, this is definitely called for colors. So, in a pretty bag, I'm sure I got from Etsy, but I don't know from whom. I do apologize. Really, really pretty bag. You guys who have been here know what's in here. She's gone. Okay, well, no more loud licking kitty. I'm really dying to know whether that sound actually got in there. But, okay, let me do the PDF. So this is Cross Stitch Studio White Tiger Ghost Crop. So pretty. Look at that face. Oh, I love that kitty face. I really can't wait till I get a little bit more and I'm actually starting to see a lot of the face. I mean, I am not that far. There we go. No, I am. No, I'm correct. I'm not that far from where the eye is. The eye starts kind of here-ish, I believe. But there you go. So we got a few stripes. Mostly I've just been kind of filling in dark spots over here. So I've got most of the empty spaces filled in. I've got a little group of them up here. I've got a little group of them here, and I've got a little group of them here. But I filled in a bunch all through here. So, okay, and I also don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a very loud plane going over my head. But there you go. So we got a little bit of tiger stripes. This is also, whoops, keep that thread in there. This is also the called for fabrics. This is a 18 count easy grid. So 2/1 18 count easy grid. Right? Let me put this 310 back in here because otherwise it is going to. Not that I don't have 2 tons of 310, but better not to lose it. Okay, that is the White Tiger Ghost Crop. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Let me go back and do the stats. Sorry about that. Boy, I'm everywhere today. I am at 2,500 out of 90,000, so I am at 2.78. This was a New Year New Start. This was supposed to be my only New Year New Start. It wasn't. But, so yeah, for the year, so far I've done 2.78%. Not a lot, but we're getting there. Oh, hi. Hello again. No, you're not drinking my tea. Hello. I love you, but you're not drinking my tea. Don't give me that face. She's looking at me like, why? This cat loves tea. Hot tea, sweet tea, iced tea. It doesn't matter. The weird thing is cats don't taste sweet, so I don't know why she likes sweet tea, but whatever. Anyways, next. I don't like how you're perching close to my tea. A, I can't get to my tea, and B, you're well within like striking distance of it. Alright, I am just gonna have to watch you. Alright, so we'll do this one next. Nope, not that. And view the PDF. There we go. So, this is in my Def Leppard bag, which does have nothing to do with what's inside of it, but this is the Long Dog sampler I was not intending to start. This is Wishful Thinking. May we live in slightly less interesting times. There you go. So, ta-da! Yeah, that was a freebie. I don't know whether it's still a freebie, but it was a freebie in the past on her website. So you can definitely go to Long Dog. Is it longdogstitchery.com? I believe it's longdogstitchery.com to check and see if it's still there. And so, this is 3/1 on an unknown, really pretty purple fabric. 14 count. That was in my stash. I have a guess as to whose it might be. I have 2 guesses as to whose it might be, but since I don't know for sure, I can't say. But there we go. But I'll show you the pattern itself. There you go. So this is actually going to be where the May We Live starts. But I'm trying to do some border first before I start doing the letters. And I just like the irony of this. Oh, this bag is from Black Cat X Stitchery. There we go. Just so you know. So, Def Leppard bag from Black Cat. And this is the thread I'm using. This is Live and Die LA Strange. Because I just thought that was funny. It's Dr. Strange's colors, of course. That's why it's called that. I don't know whether this is available. I would probably lean towards no because I've had this for a while. It is 100 yards, so I got a nice bit. So I got plenty to finish this because this is not, especially for a long dog, it's not even all that big. But yeah, there we go. So I would definitely call that. There's not a called for color, so I can't really say that. This is 1,250 stitches out of 8,208, which is very small for a long dog. And that is 15.23%. So there you go. 15% on that that pattern there. We'll put this in the already shown pile. Alright, I think this is, yeah, this is the last one I need for my pattern keeper. So, this is another one that you guys have seen. It's a good old-fashioned one. Hold on. Cat pet. Hello. In a Garon Citrus bag. Ta-da. This will be all the called fors. And if you've seen that bag, you should know what's in here. This is Heaven and Earth Designs, Story Keeps Strength, artwork by Leanne Seed. I'll make the actual picture bigger. There you go. So it kind of looks like a bookmark. It's definitely not a bookmark. It's too big. But there you go. So that is how it's going to look. Alrighty. With a pretty dragon, kind of a tribal sort of idea, and my nose is itching, of course. Alright. Sorry about that. I moved it over, and I have figured out, I've got the corner now. So this is the entire length of it. As you can tell by my hand, it's way bigger than what a bookmark would be. But I shifted the fabric, as I said, so you can see I've had to cut off a couple corners here. But there you go. So I am starting to work in this upper corner. After I do that, then I'm going to start to move downwards. So there you go. That is that. This is all called for. This is an 18. Yeah, I believe this is an 18 count easy grid. 2/1. So there you go. And you've got cat butt. Hi, cat butt. Ooh. But at least I get to my T again, so yay. Small victories. Alright, so let me tell you the numbers on here. This is 6,500 stitches out of 17,850. So it is 36.41% done. So getting over the third of the way. This is one that I've had for quite a while. So I really do want to continue giving it love. It's been sitting for a long time. And it was sitting just like slightly done. And boy, this tea is dark. And so I really need to go ahead and finish that and get that out of my whip list. Ooh, man, this is a super dark tea. Wow. Even if that, it's not. I mean, it's a strong flavor, but it's not like a super strong flavor, despite its darkness. All right, so let me close this up, get this out of the way, so that I can finish up showing you guys all the good stuff. Get in there, get in there. Almost smacked myself in the face. Are you just... Okay. She looks like she's asleep or she has tiny eyes, but she's just kind of squinting a little bit. But anyway, who knows with that cat. Okay, now, got a few more here. This is, I believe, this was the bag that Vicky Stitch and Mutton did. She had a Christmas bag 2 years ago. I think it was 2 Christmases ago. And this was the bag it came in. It's very, very cute. That is not what's in here. That doesn't make any sense, though, because I still have that. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the one. Because I do still have the bag that, or the, project. It is still in progress. Alright, I need to check my whips, because I thought that I still had that, the project that came with the bag, as a whip, but I'll have to double check. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. So, Heartstring samplers. Baby, it's cold outside. Yes, I know. It is getting hotter and hotter. I understand the irony of working on this, but this is a, let's see, 16 count Bestitch Me opalescent 16 count Ada called Honey. What are you doing? Are you quite enjoying yourself? And she's come over to my tea again. There we go. Anyway, so I have been doing. I did a little bit of the roof and this part of the house. So, oh, and I did a little bit of the listen, I believe, and down here. I forget which ones. So I've gone in a couple different places. I forget which ones I did last. I think I just did the house last, the house on the roof. So there you go. Hold on, let me move this real quick. There we go. There we go. But these threads are killing me, dude. Kill me, Smalls. Oh well. Anyway, good enough. So there you go. It is getting going, and yeah, you can see the nice shyness of the Okay, I apologize. I just got an email, a text, but so yeah, this one's moving along. This is another one I had for a long time that was not started. Like this one was started. The Story Keeps Drink was started, and then just kind of left to linger for a while. But this one I've had. This is one of my older patterns, and I just never started it. And when we had a cold snap earlier this year, I started it, and because I was like, ah, sure, why not? And now I am working it, even though it's what, like probably 80 something degrees outside. How warm is it outside? Hold on, let me find out. Oh, okay. Well, okay, because it's cloudy out there. I'm sorry, it's only 67. So, yeah. Oh boy. Ready? So that is hard to close apparently. There we go. So that is all the called fors except for one. I've changed to white because there are two shades of white, weirdly enough. On a 16 count opalescent Ada, 2/1. So there you go. Are you finally? I don't know. It just seems weird that she seems very. I don't know. She's just moving around a lot. Hopefully she's all right. I mean, she seems fine. She's eating and drinking and all that. So she's probably just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Now you're settled. All right. Well, yeah. Now she's can kind of see that lump over my shoulder. So I think she finally settled down. All right. This one again has nothing to do with what's inside of it. Again, I am 99% sure that is a Vicky stitching button. And this will be another one that you guys have seen quite a bit. This is going to be the Forbidden Fiber Company, hashtag not sponsored, however improbable. So this was the mystery one that I was talking about. The reason it's in black and white is because we didn't know the colors. And so as I was working on it, I was opening the little envelopes, and the envelopes had a clue and a color. So there you go. And right now I am on color number 11 of 13. I know the next one is black. I'm not sure what the last one is. But this color and black are going to take a long time to work on. And I'm not 100% sure why I have it off the hoop, but whatever. At least that means you get to see it all. Can I put something behind it? Maybe. There we go. That might help a little bit. There we go. So, there we go. Whenever you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. This will look better. The letters will come together when I do the back stitching. So that's why that is like that. But as you can tell, I am still working on this the little roundabout at the top of the 221B. And then after that, it's going to be all this black thread, which is going to be something else. It is going to be something else. So, there you go. Ta-da! So, yep, I've been just working up here. I really do wonder. Oh, I know why. Because I was showing this to some Sherlock Holmes aficionados, and I took it off the hoop to show them the whole thing. That's why I had it off the hoop. But anyway, I will put that back on the hoop expeditiously, and we'll start that back up. Does this have... Okay. Huh. Anyway. Yep. Anyways, so that is that one. So that is all the called for threads. Again, you know, that's the way that forbidden fiber works. And this is a 18 count. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it's shown on an 18 count. I believe this is a 16 count. Yeah, I believe this is 3 over 1, 2 over 1, on a 16 count toasted coconut. So there you go. And again, all the called for threads, obviously. So that is all of that. So just 2 more. If you can stick with me just for a couple more minutes. And then I only have 2 things to show in a haul. So that will not take but a moment. It is becoming less warm, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'll still drink it. Okay, so the penultimate. If you guys know, you know. I have one of these bags. Vicky Stitch and Button has one of these bags. I don't know if anybody else does or not. I know we 2 have them because we are both working on the same project. And this is one anybody who's been here any length of time knows what this is going to be. This is the long dog that I really, really, really need to finish. You Belong to Me, the Egyptian style sampler. There you go. That is looking really good. So this is like row 1 up here, or row 1 up here. This is row 2 here, and then this is row 3, kind of where the fold hits, ironically. So I am at the end of row 2 here, and so once I get done with this, I've got 1 more row and I'm done. So I'm really looking forward to literally turning the corner here and getting this done. But until then, I still need to get back to the sulky. I've been putting it off. The sulky is fine. It knots a little bit, and so it's not a bad thread. I don't mind it. I don't mind working with it. I'm just kind of tired of working on the gigantic ass pyramids. So I've been working up here. As you can tell, I've finished the camel, these 2 camels, and this part down here. I guess I'm supposed to be like a river or riverbank. And so I'm working kind of over in this area. Actually, yeah, I'm actually down to the border again. So there you go. And this is 1 over 1. This is 16 count papyrus from Fabric Flare, because of course papyrus. So this is 1 over 1 sulky, and this is 2 over 1 Silks for You. So there you go. So yeah, it is a weird one that is being worked in both 1 over 1 and 2 over 1. And I tell you what, I mean, the 1 over 1 sulky is the coverage is just as good as the 2 over 1 with the Silks for You. Wait, hold on. So this is the beautiful Silks for You. You don't see the modeling in the actual silk, but when you stitch with it, you definitely do, which is weird. But hold on. You guys who've been here for a long time know this feels so good. It's just soft and silky, as you know, as silk would be, as silk is wont to do. But yeah, so that is 1 over 1 or 2 over 1 on the 16 count. there are not called for colors, so that is, a moot point there. But there you go. So that is You Belong to Me. And the last one, which I think was actually the first one I worked on last week, so that's just coincidence that it happened to be first or last. Bagels. That is definitely a Vicky Stitching button. And this is, you guys can probably guess. Ooh, this is torn. Ooh, okay then. Anyway, this is American Pride by Aura TM. Again, I don't, there's a lot of reasons to not really be prideful of America right now, but I do kind of want to finish this for the 250th. That's why I got it. It's slow going. Wow, I guess just going, pulling this in and out, I have definitely torn the thing, but oh well, that's alright. I mean, it's whatever, it's just mine anyway, so. Anyway, this is, not the call for. I don't think any of them are actually the call fors. I believe this is an 18 count. I have it written down here somewhere. It is an 18 count Stormy Night by Zweigert. So this is 2 over 1 with the non-called fors. Ta-da! And I believe I am working myself up this way. So I can finish this and then I'll be able to move over. This is the end of where the blue is. So after I get done with this, I'll be done with the blue. And it'll just be red, white, and gold. So, whoops, hold on. Which is a shame because I like how the blue looks. But, that's fine. But yeah, there we go. So we got some Texas down here, which is good. And yeah, we're going up towards, I don't know, I would guess maybe Iowa-ish. I don't know. Maybe Kansas, Oklahoma. Nah, probably too far north for Oklahoma. Maybe getting close to the Dakotas. But anyway, so that is how that looks. Alright, and that is all of the stitching I've done this week. I am probably going to have a good bit of stitching next week because I am tending to go to the stitching place more than I usually do. Usually I just went on Saturdays, but Wednesdays are getting more popular and some Fridays are getting popular as well. So if I'm going those 3 times a week, I can get 250 stitches done easy, even though I'm sitting there stitching. So I can get 1.5 things done while I'm there. So that actually really, gets my stitching going. So, if it's a good way to get some things done and out of my whip pile, then maybe that's a good way to go. So, we'll see if that keeps up. Yeah. So, a couple things. Neither of these I bought. These are both things that I got for free. This was, I think somebody maybe had finished this and put this on the stitching table at our LNS. I'm not going to do it with that weird limey green. Maybe either a purple or an orange or a deeper green. But, and it's just, is it just supposed to be 310? Let's see. Oh, it's supposed to be, it's actually Gentle Art Royal Purple, but you can't even tell. That is really dark. It just looks like black. So I will probably end up doing that as 310 on something. And it'll be a really quick stitch. It's 60 by 62. Look at the little black cat up here. So cute. But yeah, so that was one thing. Also from, I know I keep mentioning her a lot, from Stitch and Button. I actually won a little thing. So, limited edition. I'd seen this before, and just, I hadn't pulled the trigger, because it's cute, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it. But she also gave me some thread, so I need to figure out, is that enough thread to finish, or, am I going to have to get some more? So, definitely, the white is absolutely enough. The red, I mean, it's just not that big. I think if I did it 2/1 on like an 18 count, maybe. I'll talk to her. She knows how much she stitched, so. But yeah, so there we go. So I won that little giveaway for her. She had finished it, so she was giving it away. And yeah, so that is all of that. I think that's about everything. That's a little bit longer than usual. You kind of see a little bit. There she is. She is settled down, so she is sleeping behind me. So, I think you got more Selena than usual today. So, good for you, I guess, if you like it, if you like her. I mean, I love her, but even though I think it's a one-way street, but we won't go there. Yeah, so I think that's about all. So, if you could please like and comment and subscribe, hit the little notification. As I always say, I don't get paid for this. I just do it because that helps the algorithm. Um, I do read every single comment. I didn't get any comments from the last one, so I can't comment on any comments that were given. Um, Thank you to the people from the comment the before. There were two people who were talking about I had temporarily lost um, um, my fire tablet, but I did find it. So thank you to the couple of people who commented about that. Like I said, I don't respond, but I do read them. Um, so yeah, if you could do all that, I really appreciate it. Um, Also, I have a Ko-Fi, coffee, however you want to call it, below. So if you guys ever want to buy me a coffee, obviously no pressure. That's just something if you want to do it, great. That'd be awesome because I do get a coffee every time I go to. My one coffee a week is um, when I go stitching. I'll grab a Starbucks before on the way. So okay. That should be about all. I am not making any trips anytime soon, so my weekly schedule should be good for a while. At least for a couple months. Yeah, sorry. You gotta see this butterface a little bit more. So, um, okay. So I guess from me and a sleeping Selena, there she is. We will see you guys next week. Bye.